I actually, I need to get a tripod, so this is a little shaky. I apologize. To my 2 subscribers, hello. And, this is gonna be lo-fi because my headphones and mic aren't working. But today I'm gonna just do a little video kind of showing my Spider-Man. This is my Spider-Man. I suppose a comic book, but it's sort of a book of Spider-Man comics. This is it. So, well, I'll explain the details in a minute, but we can just dive right in. So, this just kind of goes into like a summary history type thing. Go here, current authors, and then this is The Amazing Spider-Man. It says, just again, kind of talking about The Amazing Spider-Man introduction and then the Penguin Classics Marvels. Excuse me, Penguin Classics. This is about the Marvel collection itself. That one's about Spider-Man. Oh, they have Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, X-Men. Oh, the Fantastic Four, I think will be fun to have all the cast for that. But Stanley said, "Go The Amazing Spider-Man Forward," edited with an introduction by the series Marvel Penguin books. Okay, I had some technical difficulties, so I apologize if the camera angle is a little bit different. It might be a little bit more wobbly, but hopefully it's not too distracting. So I'm just gonna go through the contents now, and we'll see where we go from there. So the contents is a series introduction by Ben Saunders, a foreword by Jason Reynolds, volume introduction by Ben Saunders, and then we go into the actual content of, well, the reason you would buy the book, and that is the amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Fantasy number 15, August 1962. Right there. So page 1, and if I had to guess, that's probably the introduction of Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man number 1 of March 1963. The Amazing Spider-Man number 2 of May 1963. Number 3, July 1963. Number 4, September 1963. And that'd be to success. The Amazing Spider-Man number 5 through 8. The Amazing Spider-Man number 9, February of 1964. Number 10, March 1964. Spider-Man Unmasked. The Amazing Spider-Man number 11, 12. This is Unmasked. I feel like that's where you find out he's Peter Parker. The Amazing Spider-Man number 13, June 1964. The Amazing Spider-Man number 14, July 1964, 13, 14. The Expanding Universe. The Amazing Spider-Man 15, 16, and annual number 1. The Amazing Spider-Man 17, 1964, in October. The Amazing Spider-Man number 18 in November 1964, 19 in December 1964. And the Appendix 1 is Goodbye to Linda Brown from Strange Tales, number 97, July 1962. June 1962. And that is going to be before The Amazing Spider-Man 1. But after, no, it's actually before both these. Appendix 2. How Stan Lee and Steve Ditko create Spider-Man from The Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1, 1964. The Amazing Spider-Man. Appendix 3 is cover stories, and then suggestions for further reading and notes. Now, I do not. I have a couple of comic books. I guess this was my first introduction to comic books. I've read the only other graphic novel I've read is The Watchmen, which I really love that book. And I want a copy of it. It's actually a banned book now, but I do want that book. So I guess this is my first introduction to comic books and reading comic books. So maybe I'll dive into this in one of these videos. But series introduction, which I won't bore you with today. I wish I had my mic so you can hear all the tingly paper sounds. This is still the series introduction, by the way. Then we have the O R W O R D. And this was written by Jason Reynolds. And the volume introduction. Spread here. This is by Ben Saunders. And then we open up to The Amazing Spider-Man. Just this classic text on just white blank page. And then we start with The Amazing Fantasy number 15, August 1962. Oh, look at this gorgeous spread here. This is the cover. Introducing Spider-Man. This is only 12 cent. It's crazy to think about that now. Also in this issue, an important message to you from the editor about the new amazing Spider-Man. And then there's, it just goes into the full comic book spread. And it goes through the pages. And then, because I'm not going to read everything, I'm just going to kind of skip some pages. You can see, yeah, a block, another block, just goes down, beautiful symmetry. Man in the mummy case. A mummy case might seem to be as good a place as any to hide in. But the readers know things are not always what they seem. Let's skip some more here. Oh, Spider-Man Part 3. Part 3. Here we have Peter Parker. My boy, he's safe. There's Doc Ock, Spider-Man. But yeah, maybe I'll go through some of the panels, and maybe I'll like read some. The Angela was sweaty, so they're getting kind of stuck to the page. Okay, so now we're skipping quite a bit. So halfway, you might recognize this fella. He's the Hulk. Which I think this might, the new Spider-Man, A Brand New Day, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the Hulk is in it, because I think it was confirmed that Mark Ruffalo has a role in it. That's this one. Oh, there's the Fantastic Four. Oh, it's actually all the other Avengers, Thor, Iron Man. I'll be honest, I don't know who these are. There's Sue Storm, Reed Richards, Johnny, The Thing. I'm forgetting his name. Flamethrower? No, that's not that. This goes into, this is number 19. Spidey Strikes Back, the adventure epic of most compelling excellence. Spidey Strikes Back. Guest star, supervillain, super thrills. The Human Torch. The greatest guests such as the Human Torch, the Sandman, and the evil enforcers. Appendix 1. Goodbye to Linda Brown. The story of Spider-Man's creation is complicated by the existence of some comic book fans called prototype characters. These can be found lurking in the pages of the mystery monster comics that Ditko Kirby only produced together in the years prior to their invention of the superhero genre. So, Goodbye to Linda Brown from Strange Tales 97, right here, is another intriguing example of a prototype tale. A typical instance of the mystery story that Lee and Ditko produced together for so many years. It is most noteworthy today for the presence of two characters named Uncle Ben and Aunt May, a full 2 months before the publication of Peter Parker's origin story. Their appearance here, and the existence of the prototypes more generally, is yet another reminder of the artistic process in a commercial deadline driven industry is more complex than we generally imagine, and that good ideas and concepts rarely emerge full-blown overnight, or from a single individual. The path of Spider-Man's debut was a long one, filled with detours and more than a few acts of creative recycling occurred along the way. Goodbye to Linda Brown. No. Why would a young girl vanish one night from the face of the earth? Perhaps if you were Linda Brown, you might have done it too. It's really neat. I guess it's really neat to have this and see the origin story of sort of Aunt May and Uncle Ben before Peter came along. And sort of how that even happened. This is actually a short one. I might read this one maybe in my next video. We'll see. But how the created Spider-Man. How Stan Lee and Ditko create Spider-Man. Oh, this is so neat. It's a comic on how Stan Lee and Steve Ditko create Spider-Man. Look, it's all spikes. Panels. Cover stories. Side-by-side comparisons of covers by Ditko that were rejected by Lee alongside the covers that were used instead. So this is the one that was rejected. This one that was used. It's not that much of a difference. It really is just another angle. You see the people here. Here, they're not here. More so here. I might dive into these. I'll tell you too. Well, I might dive into them in a separate video. But suggestions for the reading: the Spider-Man collection, obviously. So that's pretty much it. Black Panther. Also, this is Penguin Classics. Basically, this they have for Captain America and Black Panther. And the binding, or not the binding, but the pages are also a gold. They are a gold edges here. Just gorgeous, but that is going to be it for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the inside of this book, and I will link in the description if anybody wants to buy it. But I really love this book. It's super cool, and I was upset as soon as I opened it. I was so surprised to see it, but yeah, I love it. So